Would you like to be more talkative in groups or when you meet new people? If so, then you need to figure out how to stop being shy and quiet. Today, I want to share with you the exact same advice that I give to our clients in our social skills coaching program. This stuff works, so make sure you stick around till the very end. My name is Mike Macapinlac. I help STEM professionals improve their social confidence. If you're new to the channel, remember to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every single week. First of all, there's nothing wrong with being quiet. In fact, it's a common trait among introverts and those who just don't feel like saying much. But if you want to be heard in social gatherings, you have to be able to speak up and get noticed whenever you want to. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities to connect with people. That being said, here are 13 actionable tips that you can implement right away. All right, let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to come up with things to say. If you want to know how to stop being shy and quiet, I recommend you do some research before going to any social gathering. The best way to do this is to anticipate common topics that might come up. I encourage you to think of stories that you can potentially share. And if you think about it, people usually discuss their work, their upbringing, places they've been to, events they've attended, and their interests. You can also stay up to date with current events. Visit some reputable news websites and check out their social media accounts before you head out. I know it's tedious, but really take the time to come up with things to say. The more prepared you are, the more comfortable you'll feel talking to anybody. Tip number 2 is to develop self-awareness. The quickest way that I know to feel inadequate is to compare yourself to others. You're a lot less likely to share your thoughts if you don't feel like you're good enough. If you're wondering how to stop being shy and quiet, you need to develop self-awareness. The better you understand yourself, the more comfortable you'll feel in your own skin. To help you get started, I recommend you take an online personality test. Doing so will give you a good understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. For example, if you identify as an introvert, then you tend to lose energy from social interactions. You get drained after talking to too many people, and you are charged by spending time alone. By having that kind of information, you can manage your expectations better and get your needs met on your own. You'll be able to assess your situation more objectively and not feel like you have to be someone that you're not. As a result, you'll be able to make decisions more intentionally and put yourself in situations where you're likely to thrive. Tip number 3 is to appear more friendly. Now, it's one thing to be quiet, but if you also look unfriendly, then you might be sending out the wrong first impression. Remember, nobody can read your mind. We all make snap judgments of people right away based on what we see. To prove my point, let me ask you a question. Would you want to talk to someone who's slouching, have their arms crossed, and has a frown on their face? Probably not, right? Keep in mind that the majority of your communication is nonverbal. It's not just what you say, but how you say it matters too. If you want to figure out how to stop being shy and quiet, you have to pay attention to how you're coming across. Have a more open body language by standing up straight and keeping your arms to your side. Remember to maintain proper eye contact and have a genuine smile on your face. By doing this, you'll look a lot more approachable and inviting to others. You'll appear friendly, even if you're not saying anything. Tip number 4 is to comment on your surroundings. If you want to learn how to stop being shy and quiet, try to be more observant. Make an effort to notice what's happening around you. Use your environment to help you come up with potential topics that you can discuss. For example, let's say the painting on the wall reminds you of your trip to Italy. Then, by all means, tell a story about that. As you can see, doing this isn't all that complicated. What you say doesn't have to be anything profound. For this to work, you have to get good at making associations with whatever is around you. Ask yourself, what else it reminds you of? By being observant and making simple remarks, you'll figure out how to never run out of things to say in conversation. Tip number 5 is to avoid rushing yourself. It's totally normal to have quiet moments during your interactions. The next time you talk to someone, avoid being so quick to respond when they're done speaking. You don't need to rush yourself to say something just to fill in the silence. So feel free to take a moment to pause and reflect. Just let what the other person said sink in. At that point, you can either say something thoughtful back or just ask a follow-up question. People love talking about themselves anyway, so go ahead and let them. By being able to sit with the silence, you'll feel more relaxed in any social situation. Tip number 6 is to remove your filter. The fear of being judged prevents most people from speaking up. They're so afraid of looking bad. That's why they pressure themselves to say something clever all the time. If you want to know how to stop being shy and quiet, you have to not care so much. Believe it or not, most people don't notice you as often as you think. Not to mention, everyone's so concerned about themselves anyway. Even if you say something silly, others would have forgotten about you by the time they get home. That's why you need to stop overanalyzing everything. Quiet your inner critic and always challenge your assumptions. By doing so, you'll realize that nothing is ever as bad as you may think. Tip number 7 is to follow your curiosity. Most people who struggle socially are so concerned about what they're going to say next. They're so in their heads that they're actually not listening to the person they're talking to. If you want to figure out how to stop being shy and quiet, remember to be present during your interactions. Follow your curiosity and approach every conversation eager to learn something new. Give whoever you're with your full and undivided attention. By being genuinely interested in others, they will be interested in you as well. If you keep this up, you'll create more meaningful connections with people a lot faster. Tip number 8 is to politely interrupt others. Group conversations are typically a bit chaotic to begin with. If you're wondering how to stop being shy and quiet in a crowd, you need to get comfortable politely interrupting others. I know it's counterintuitive, but in this case, it's totally okay to do that. All you have to do is to use your body language to gesture that you want to say something. And then speak up as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Now, whatever you do, avoid making the mistake of waiting too long to say something. Trust that people want to hear what you have to say. So give yourself the chance to share your thoughts. In the event that you do offend someone for cutting in, don't make a big deal out of it. Offer them a sincere apology right away and move on. Doing this will definitely require some practice. Make sure you're compassionate towards yourself when you do make a mistake. Don't beat yourself up mentally. Remind yourself that you're doing the best you could with what you know. Tip number 9 is to raise your energy. At the end of the day, it'll be hard for anybody to hear you if you're too soft-spoken. In order to hold people's attention, you need to work on your delivery. The next time you talk to someone, raise your energy slightly. You also have to get comfortable speaking louder. To project your voice, talk from your stomach and not from your chest. Use your hands to accentuate what you're saying and vary your tonality as well. Doing so will make you appear more captivating and a great storyteller. If you're not used to talking in this manner, just keep at it. I recommend you practice in front of the mirror and try recording yourself as well. That way, you can get a better feel for your delivery. By doing this consistently, you'll improve the way you communicate eventually. Tip number 10 is to avoid giving short responses. As a social skills coach, I've worked with a lot of engineers, programmers, and developers in the past. Due to the nature of their jobs, they tend to be isolated. They sit in front of the computer all day. Not knowing any better, most of them make the mistake of being so brief when they share something. If this sounds like you, people will find it hard to interact with you. You're not giving them a whole lot to work with. If you want to know how to keep a conversation going, remember to open up more. For example, let's say someone asks you what you do for fun. Instead of just giving a one-word answer, feel free to elaborate on your response. Talk about what got you into it, how it makes you feel, and what you like about it. By giving the other person more information, that could trigger other potential topics that both of you can discuss. Tip number 11 is to have interactions regularly. Engaging in group conversations can be intimidating if you're not used to it. If you want to learn how to stop being shy and quiet, you need to start small. You can do this by practicing in easier settings first. Put your reps in and make an effort to have interactions regularly throughout your day. That way, you get some quick wins and build momentum in the right direction. For example, you can make small talk with the barista when you get your coffee. Feel free to chit-chat with the cashier at the grocery store. You can strike up a conversation with the driver the next time you take an Uber. By taking action constantly, you'll gain a lot of positive reference experiences. You'll prove to yourself that nothing really bad happens when you interact with people. Over time, you'll develop your social confidence and figure out how to be more outgoing. Tip number 12 is to embrace discomfort. Nobody's good at anything when they're just starting out. If you're wondering how to stop being shy and quiet, you have to be willing to stretch yourself. Learning how to improve your conversation skills will not happen overnight. That's why you have to be patient and persistent. My recommendation for you is to just focus on the process. Don't be so attached to the outcome. Feeling a little bit of discomfort is totally normal, especially if you're doing something that you're not used to. It's no different than working out if you haven't been in the gym for a while. Your body will be a bit sore at first, but that feeling goes away if you keep training consistently. If you're wondering how to be more social, the exact same ideas apply. Instead of resisting discomfort, you should embrace it. That's a sign that you're growing and making progress. Tip number 13 is to manage your expectations. Figuring out how to stop being shy and quiet becomes much easier when you share mutual interests with the person that you're talking to. Maintaining a conversation feels effortless if you're discussing topics that both of you are familiar with. That being said, every now and then, you'll find yourself in unfamiliar situations. Sometimes, you'll have to attend social gatherings where you just don't have as many things in common with those who are there. You didn't have time to do your research and prepare your stories. If that's the case, you have to manage your expectations. Just know that it's normal to be more talkative in some groups and be quieter in others. The best thing you can do in those situations is to keep an open mind. View yourself as a student and see if you can learn something new. At the very least, you'll walk away with an interesting story that you can share the next time you interact with someone. If you're shy and technically skilled and you want to know how to approach and talk to anybody, remember to download your free social confidence cheat sheet. The link is in the description below. If you're tired of struggling socially and you want to learn more about our social skills coaching program, book your free consultation today and let's connect. The link is in the description below as well. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who you know who could benefit from it. And now, let's turn it to you. Which one of these tips are you going to implement first? Are you going to work on not filtering yourself or on commenting on your surroundings? Leave me a comment below and let me know. All right, that's it for me for now, and I'll see you in the next video.